Hmm. And okay. Checking to make sure everything's running just fine. This really is just practice to me at the moment. Okay. Checking out Twitch real quick. Alright. Okay. Alright. Everything looks alright. Okay. And bringing in the volume. Getting rid of my little logo. Putting up the game. Alright. Well, let's start. This. Okay. Not much difference from last time. Yep, these guys are the best I got at the moment.
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming. My family would have loved to see this.
Aww. Really gotta learn the backstories of each character. Eventually. And
If there were no fighting,
it could.
if there were no fighting, things could have been different.
They're in range.
Each bullet had.
There's a mission? Let's leave at once. I won't stop as long as there's injustice in this world.
Alright. And starting the story. After it downloads. Huh. That's weird. Failed to connect the research package. This time I checked, the Wi-Fi's running just fine. I'm not sure what's going on. Do I have to restart the entire thing? That's what I had to do last time. Annoying. Alright. And work. Yeah. Alright, restarting it. I don't know when that happens. There we go. Did this weird resize thing. There we go.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Well, this is still practicing, right? That's not let it bother me too much. Alright, let's see if I got it too big. Scale it down. Make it work.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
And that looks good. Alright, let's try this again. Next. Alright, let's hope this let's just hope this actually downloads. It failed again. Not sure what's going on. Still vibing. Probably have to read down a few things. That's a weird glitch. Oh well. Let's see. A bit. And go to the downloader. See what's going on. Besides that, I most likely won't be able to join into the event. Oh. I'll eventually get those espers later. Eventually. Alright. Okay. There we go. Music in this game is actually really good. I'm shocked that it's not more well known. Yeah. My model is still a bit too stiff. I'll fix it later.
Excerpts radio.
After all, I made it from scratch. Knew I had to go through the download in order to make it work. I said I really do like the music in this game. There we go. Alright. Let's actually see how long I can last this time. Come on. You can do it. Give it to me. You can. Salty me. I freeze in my tracks. The scenery around me was bizarre. The shackled miracle floated in the distance. Gasping for breath, Sachiko called out from behind me. I came back to my senses, yes. I heard that mysterious voice again. Ethereal, gentle, free of all traces of malice. I wanted to trust it, to get closer. In this moment, I found myself forward. I found myself toward it. I couldn't stop myself. It was Sachiko's voice that brought me back. Sachiko, when you forward. That's the miracle shackle. That's the shackled miracle up there. The shackled miracle. That does seems to be where the voice is coming from. The closer I get to the miracle, the clearer the mysterious voice becomes. Inside the miracle was a familiar voice calling to me. I couldn't help but think about Raven's prophecy. Could I really be the enemy of all miracles? Oh yeah. Raven. What are you doing? What are you doing just standing there? Get back. Get the heck out of there. The closer you get to a miracle, the more Miramon there are. The city of Haslett. The city of Hazlet was completely wiped out by Miramon. It's already super dangerous at this distance. Oh, Sachko, you've got some explaining to do. What are you doing here anyway? After all, I'm doing this earlier than expected. And nobody should have known that but me. Sachko was always suspicious.
Look at you. Give us the lost we need.
Listen to your conductor.
The previous time I was playing this game, I only did the Brun portion. I didn't bother with the other one. But I did get Sachko for free. Never actually bothered learning the story. Oh, let's see what I can get from it. Oh, that guy.
This is the way of the warrior. This is the way of the warrior.
Hip hop gonna get ya.
Okay.
Who's that?
Not an arrow wasted.
It's not really much to comment on.
It's finally
Yeah, level 14. Next stage. Ambush. Hazlet. 1 week before. After the prophecy meeting, I wandered out often, mainly to buy train tickets. I bought tickets for a lot of different trains. Then I picked a random one out of the stack. Even if the Esper Union or Shadow Decree noticed that something was afoot, they wouldn't know which train I'd taken. So how did Sachko manage to find me so quickly? Because of Miss Raven. I went to see Miss Raven that day after the prophecy meeting. I told her I was worried about how dangerous it might be for you to go looking for Mr. Yamato. I do remember that name. Yeah, isn't that the guy who's... Huh. It's been a while. Can't remember her name either. But he was that girl's brother. Huh. Well, Saltume and Beastly. Miss Sachko, Miss Raven didn't answer me. She just suddenly hugged me and started crying. I didn't know what was happening. I guess she just needed a hug all of a sudden. So I gave her a hug. and stayed with her for a while. Aww, that's actually kind of adorable. And finally, she started talking. If you're worried about, why don't you follow Salty Mane and protect him? And then Miss Raven told me which train you take. So let's stick together from now on. So Sachiko got future intel from Raven. But for this kind of thing, the fewer people who know about it, the better. See, I just need it to be bigger. I can barely read this thing. Still tired from an 11-hour shift. But hey, gotta grind. Especially since I actually do learn how to actually do all this correctly. If the Shadow Decree were to notice that Sachiko was coming to find me, then all they have to do is follow her to catch up with me. And then there'd be no point in me trying to get ahead of them. Would Raven really do such a thing? Maybe Sachiko's lying to me, and she didn't really get the intel from Raven. But there's no way for me to confirm that. Raven hasn't been answering my messages. Just to be on the safe side, I'll have to refuse Sachiko. Am I still quiet again? Salty Mane. Stop following me, Sachiko. But I can keep you safe. I think it'll be safer if we split up. I'll contact you if I run into trouble. Salty Mane. You don't trust me? Even though it was Miss Raven who sent me? If Raven really planned things to be this way, then me refusing you must have also been fake. Maybe Raven saw that you and I will become partners in the future, but not for now. Gunfire. No, I have a soundboard and I really don't know how to use it. Yeah, I should just put some explosive noise and gunfire noise in this thing. That way I can actually have it play in the background. Alright. Oh, I'll figure that out later on my own time. Before I could realize what was happening, Sachiko leapt at me and punched me to the side. He's strong. Was that the reaction of an Esper? A hooded figure stepped forward, holding a sniper rifle. Leon, you two left sooner than expected. Leon, connected to Valley. Valley. Then I have to bring out a mythology routine. See. Valley. Mythology. Here we go. Norse mythology. Norse mythology. Let's see. Vali is a god and the son of the chief god Odin and the giantess Rindar. He was born specifically to avenge the death of his half-brother Volgar, who was killed by the Blonde God from the blind god Hoga, who had been manipulated by Loki into causing the fatal shot with Mistletoe era. Vali is described as the daring in fights and most fortunate marksman who grew to full adulthood within a single day of his birth, enabling him to immediately fulfill his purpose by killing Hogan. Following this, he bound the trickster god Loki with the entrails of Loki's own son, Narfi, as part of the divine retribution for Baldur's death. Vali is prophesied to survive Ragnarok, the prophesied end of the world, alongside with his brother Bjorn, and the sons of Thor, Morlun, and Magni. Associated with vengeance of retribution, the restoration of divine order, symbolizing justice in the North Pantheon. While some sources incorrectly refer to him as son Loki, this is considered likely a transcription error. The primary source consistently identify him as the son of Odin and Rindr. Interesting. Lamb, but I still caught up with it. Now be a good little bunny and get out of here. Leave him to me. Not a chance. And I guess we'll have to fight it out.
What do you think of this?
And are weak to him. And there we go. Let's go. And Leon is next stage. And okay, I might have made the screen a bit too big. Trial and error all over the place for me. And there we go. That's a good size, I guess.
Who's that?
Oh, Cattail, give us the lost we need.
Not an arrow wasted.
This is the way of the warrior!
Okay. This one. And
Not an arrow wasted. Watch out! What can you do?
alright, next stage. And boss battle. A Path, Chapter 3. How far must we travel to get close to someone? After he left, Sachko stood silent and unmoving, and then, wham! She suddenly collapsed to the ground. She suddenly collapsed on the ground. Sachko! That's when I saw her wounds. Turned out that Sachko had paid a price for showing me a side. She fought bravely even though she'd been shot. She held out until he'd gone before allowing herself to collapse. What do I do? We fought off the Strato member for now, but he might come back at any moment. I've got to get it out of here and fast, but what about Sachko? Can I really trust her? She just saved me, but what if it was all just a show to gain my trust? Or maybe Sachko really got intel from Raven, and she really wants to protect me, but still. That Shadow Decree member only found me because they followed Sachko. Maybe they have some way of tracking Sachko's movements. So, it wouldn't be smart to bring her along. While I hesitated, I heard a murmuring sound. It was like I was on the path, unable to see anything, nor hear anything, nor feel anything. I didn't know how long I'd tread that path, nor did I know when I reached the end. I just kept moving forward. When things got hard, I'd slow down or change direction. It was tough, but I was always getting closer. Sachko's unconscious murmuring hugged at my heartstrings. How far must we travel to get close to someone? In the end, she just wants to be close to people. She's determined even if she's not quite sure how. Is a girl like Sachko even capable of fighting against anybody? Well then, I decided to take the bet. An hour later, there was nobody at the place where the battlefield happened. They pucked up some blood-stained earth from the ground, then sniffed its intoxicating scent. Ready. The little bunny is injured. Fenrir. Well, that doesn't need much of a look up. Fenrir is the guy who kills Thor in the end of the Norse myth of Ragnarok. Yeah. Hunters. Hunters. Let the hunt begin. A wild hunt? Really? Oh.
Not an arrow wasted.
Hey.
This is the way of the
Well, at least nobody died. But I really do need to level them up, apparently. Oh. New feature unlocked, Sonic Miracle. The Sonic Miracle is now open. Unleash your divine power and grow stronger. Sure, let's go.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Oh,
There's a
right,
mission?
right.
Let's leave at once.
And there we go. Hey. Oh, I don't have the items for it. Crit.
Oh, time for some French.
I don't have a second of her, unfortunately.
They're in range.
Yes, this is not going to be chat.
Something smells fishy. Don't come near me.
I'm going to use Sasha. Yeah, but
You're listening to Dislike Excerpts Radio. Giant.
yeah, you recommended in fight. So let's see what the others.
Listen to your conductor.
Have to actually look up what the mythology is.
Fast like a whirlwind.
Didn't really think to do that. Should have been doing that. Oh. The boss. Low runner.
Uploading the battle's data.
Slow like a snake.
Alright. Go back to the story mode. Actually, let's see if I can do a 10.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
No gold. And, oh hey. Bastin. The god of fertility, if I'm remembering now. And Yalji Chenghu. Alright, let's check Yalji. Yalji, prominent goddess in Chinese mythology, primarily known as the mountain goddess of Wu Mountain, where she is associated with the famous goddess Peak Shin Thing. The eastern gateway to the three gorges on the Yangtze River. She's often depicted as a beautiful young girl, and her legend is deeply intertwined with the landscape of Wushan. According to one of the most widely accepted myths, Yaoji was the third daughter of the young Emperor Qiji, and the sister of the Jingwei bird. Huh. She died before her marriage, and her body was buried in Wushanman, her soul ascended to Yaoyaman, and transformed into a beautiful medicinal grass known as Yao grass. Moved by her tragedy, the King of Heaven prevented her from becoming a lonely ghost and arranged for her to reside on the Wushanman, where she ultimately transformed into the goddess of peace. Her maids also transformed into the other piece, forming the renowned Wushan 12 piece. She's a revered shaman herbalist, responsible for the presence of many medicinal herbs on the earth, and is a protective weather goddess who raises and soothes storms and commands dragons. Okay, she actually has really interesting mythology. Already know what that is. Huh. Oh, I spun 30 times. Didn't really realize I was doing that much. Guess surrender from the answers. I have 5 days left to actually do that. Oh. Anything else today? Neat. I don't feel like paying for anything. Let's see. Don't know her. Do not remember him. Think I know that one. Yeah, don't know you. I've seen that one before. Oh. Huh. Gallery. Sun Wukong, yeah, I'm not even going to look that up.
Oh, time for some French horn practice.
Norse mythology, goddess of earth and fertility and harvest, best known as the wife of the thunder, Thor. Most
I haven't
famously
given up on my
recognized for her
dreams.
golden hair, which scholars have often interpreted as a symbol for golden wheat fields representing the abundance and fertility of the land. And her name means relation by marriage or kinship. Reflects her role as a figure connected from earlier bronze.
I haven't given up on my dreams.
And they made her into
Oh, time for some French horn practice.
a thick, curvy lady. Yeah, that fits. That actually fits. Alright. So many ones I don't. Wow. That's a lot from before.
They're in range.
Hey, Artemis, I don't even need to look up the moon goddess up. Especially she of the hunt and arrows.
Gotta take an arrow to the heavens if you want to root out evil.
Buddy. Reading that.
The weak look back. The strong.
the biggest troublemaker in Egypt, but I don't get why he's a mid-esper.
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming.
I really do take the time to look through all these.
The flowers say springboard.
We're here to do one thing, and that's to win.
Ready to go.
Bardon. Boulder.
I'm just happy to use my power.
Community eye, hand in hand. The little devils, tranquil moments, seekers of truth. Research experts, storybook, commanding presence, street hack, and that's interesting. Useless company, vegan mascot. An amazing show. I'll check that one out later. I gotta try to finish up the storyline to see if I can get. So I can actually get something. That's what. And why would I reset anything right now?
The flowers say spring will come.
There's a mission? Let's leave at once. I won't stop as long as there's injustice in this world.
Don't take me a while to actually get anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, it could have been saying, Girl. Claim. And I claim that.
Dislike X Hertz Radio.
Oh, I have to get up to level 30 to get this. Yay. My enthusiasm. Anyway. So I have enough to get up to.
Dislike X hurts. You're listening to Dislike X Hertz Radio.
Dislike X Hertz Radio.
Okay, let's go to the next match.
What do you think of this?
Not an arrow wasted. Watch out!
Alright, level 15. Really is just me playing this game and just commenting on some of the mythology behind stuff.
Watch out!
Alright, next. And Pursuit Chapter 3. Hazlet Highway. In the dark, cramped space, I tried to calm my breathing. Holding tight to Sachiko, I stepped into the shipping container with a bunch of cargo. With a sudden jolt, the truck started moving. With the most dangerous moment most likely behind us, I felt a bit of relief. The Shadow Decree convoy sped down the highway. Leon. Seems like they hitched a ride. Can you really smell them from this far away? Right. Don't underestimate me anyway. We've got another way to locate them, don't we? They won't get away. Huh? Truck stopped? The truck stopped sooner than expected. On the highway, a cargo truck was stopped at the Shadow Decree convoy. That smell. It's bunny blood. Yeah, the locator shows she's here. Shadow Decree operations. Get out the way if you know what's good for you. Dang. With a loud creak, the cargo door opened.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, she is.
It's finally quiet.
Alright.
Not an arrow wasted.
This is the way of the warrior! What do you think of this?
Sorry to go.
This is the way of the warrior!
Prestige and boss battle. Sunshine, Chapter 3. If it's not Shadow, then it's Sunshine. It's sunny. Looks like we've been fooled. Leon, looks like we've been fooled. That tricky wretched little rabbit. My bet paid off. Last night after I bandaged Sachko, I tossed her blood-stained communicator into the cargo truck that was scheduled to leave soon. Since we made it through the night, safety in a different truck, I guess that means we managed to shake off the Shadow Decree. Looks like Sachko didn't intend for Shadow members to find us. Instead, there must be a shadow spy the Union was able to track Sachko's communicator. When Raven mentioned the communicator's locations feature, I guess she was hinting to that. Perhaps she already seen my future. How many prophecies has she gotten anyway? And does she really hold a prophecy meeting every time? I wouldn't want to be an enemy of someone with powers like that. Thankfully, Raven is on the Union side. Morning. Sachko. The chipper voice interrupted my tangled thoughts. Sachko addressed me with a smile. What are you doing so happy first thing in the morning? I'm just happy because we're buddies. I was taken aback. Salty, didn't you say before that you didn't want me to come with you? Before I passed out, I thought Salty won't be there when I woke up. So it made me happy to see you first thing when I woke up. You're asking me, Salty. Thank you. It looks like Miss Raven's prediction was right in the end. His smile was warm enough to melt ice in a winter cold day. If Raven's prophecy had allowed Sachko to protect me, then our fates must be inextricably intertwined. When Raven embraced Sachko, she was weeping. Sachko, what fate might await you? Will your smile always be bright? After a brief respite, we continued our journey in the cargo truck all the way to the town of Greywater. Sachko got a new communicator, one that can be tracked by the Union. Based on Raven's prophecy, we were assumed to meet a person who knew the whereabouts of Mr. Yamato. The president of the Greywater Hunters Guild, Tricky.
Oh, Cattail, give us the lost we need. Satiko will always be by your side.
Alright, new feature unlocked. Infinite Miracle. Explore Infinite Miracle, go beyond your limits, and get rewards, including legendary espers. Oh yeah, she was the reward. I don't need to do this, but I'll do it anyway. Yeah. Our spatial tower. Alright.
Watch out! What can you do?
Next stage. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I can use this to level up.
What do you think of this?
Watch out!
What can you do?
Who's that?
Watch out!
Say what?
Alright. There we go. Let us fall asleep. Ready to stretch it out.
It's finally quiet.
Hip hop gonna get ya.
This is the way of the warrior.
Neat. I'm just trying to level up as quick as possible at this point.
Watch out!
Okay. Okay. And find a perfect club for you. Fight for the club's honor and get lucrative rewards.
Just like X-Hertz Radio.
Alright, let's see if I can find a club. Okay. Radio's Club. House Ramses. Sweetheart. Just trying to figure out which one I should do. I really got anyone to actually tell me what to do, maybe. Or ask. Trying to figure this out. Hmm. 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 Wait. Biggest man failure ever. Okay. Not a social butterfly, but whatever. Okay. I really do debate just to going for that. So, welcome our newest member. Welcome aboard, make yourself at home. First, is the Alright. Just trying to find something. Neon chill, just chill. Just bring home what we can bring home. Yeah, Neon Shell has only 2 members. Like, I like all the names, but I can only try for one. Oh, I joined by accident. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. When something clicks without you even meaning to. Oh wow. Almost at 10 rails.
You're listening to Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Alright. Get the storm Sonic Ref at the too. Alright. Yeah, let's use the recommended and sorry go.
Not an arrow wasted.
Alright.
Slow like a snake.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
So tempted. Just wishing crashed, but I won't put my card on screen of all things.
What would you like me to cover in our next edition?
And equip one support Esper with 4 pieces of Peninsula equipment. And to the bag. Got my mission in the bag. Peninsula.
If I hadn't run away. Oh, time for some French horn practice.
Let's see.
Let me organize.
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming.
That.
What would you like me to cover in our next edition?
Alright. That.
You're listening to
In chapter, we.
Forget your worries tonight and wake with the dawn.
Look at here. Okay, got Freddy and Beer. Huh. Okay. Did a 40 spin. You know, makes sense. Still not that off. Anyway. Let's see. Anything else? I'll do the daily quest after I somehow finish these.
Want to hear a story? It's pretty good. Want to taste my claws?
Alrighty.
You're listening to
Guess I'll use that to
Experts Radio.
love time. Or, yeah,
Nothing beats a cool set of.
There's a mission? Let's leave it. There's a mission? Let's leave it once. I won't stop as long as
There
there's
we go.
injustice in this world.
Dislike Experts Radio.
here, Greywater. Scotcho tugged at my clothes. We had arrived at Greywater by cargo truck. Our target, the Hunter Guild, was just ahead, but Sachko held me back. There are bad guys here. Looking closer at the Hunters Guild entrance, I noticed figures pacing and looking around. Among them was a hooded man holding a rifle. Is that the guy who interrupted us at Hazlitt before? The Shadow Decree. My heart sank. The Union's intelligence network sure knows how to do their job. They detected that Yamato's whereabouts were connected to Tricky. So the Shadow Decree also got word of that and surrounded the Hunters Guild in advance. That spells trouble. The Shadow Decree is too fast. How are we supposed to? You two can't get in from here. Come with me. Gao Yin, Azure Dragon. Alright, let's actually look him up. Azure. Azure Dragon, Chinese singing Kunlong. Huh. Is one of the dragon gods who represent the Mount or chthonic forces of the 5 regions' highest deities. Wu Fang Shan. It is also one of the 4 symbols of the Chinese constellation. Why is he just an epic? Huh. Alright. Greywater. Jalian led us into the bar. You're here to meet President Tricky. That's right. We need to ask about Mr. Yamato. You should know that the Shadow Decree is after you two. And giving you intel would be considered assisting you. It might be the Hunters Guild, but we still wouldn't want to revoke the Shadow Decree. If there's nothing to discuss, then why do you bring us here? Everything has a price. What do you want? Now's not the time for haggle. Now's not the time to haggle for a deal. If you want to do business first, you have to prove that you're worth a seat at the bargaining table. President Tricky's not in right now. We'll return to the Hunters Guild in 3 days. So if you can manage to evade the Shadow Decree for 3 days, you'll get to meet him. President Tricky's who you need to bargain with to get intel on Yamato. Alright? See you in 3 days. Enjoy your game of hide and seek. We got up and we're about to leave. Here's the friendly tip. I take the back door unless you want your game to end early. If I spotted you that quickly, so will the Shadow Decree. They're already here. After leaving through the back door of the bar, I fell deep into thought. Looks like the Shadow Decree has got a lot of eyes in Greywater. Can you really hold out for 3 days? Satchma, let's ask the Union for help. Salty. The Union? I know you don't trust the Union much, Salty. But I think most Union members can be trusted. They'll help us out. Come to think of it, I've never seen the Union as a helping hand. Sasuke's word made me realize something. If I don't trust the Union because of how easily the Shadow Tree picks up. If I don't trust the Union because of the Shadow Tree, easily the Shadow Tree picks up intel from them. But can I actually use that to my advantage? And carry out a plot of my own? Get in touch with the Union, Sachiko. Let's see how they can help us. And however they help, the Shadow Degree will certainly have some kind of reaction. But there goes there's clutter. After this chapter, I'll have to start leveling up the characters. It's actually going to start getting hard soon. Because they're losing a lot of health each fight now.
This is the way of the warrior! This is the way of the warrior!
Alright, Safe House Chapter 4. A Safe House. Drew. I'm afraid we can't provide assistance. All you need is there any way to slow this down? I do not like that I can't slow this down. You think they would actually make that a thing? Oh. Still no luck. No, it's like they disappeared. Freddy looked at the communicator. So that's why we couldn't find them. They've activated the Union. They activated the Union Safe House. The little bunny and the headset punk are hiding away. And the Safe House location, of course, I've got it. I'm so happy I got one of the better healers in the game. Let's see if I can level something up. Okay. Alright.
Dislight excerpt radio.
I got 27 days to get him. And
listening to Dislight.
Darn, I really like the music in this game. I don't typically like soundtracks anyway. Unless it's good. Towards the bop. Somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I got one of these. Interesting.
You're listening to Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Gotta do this. I don't see
Only justice is without doubt.
Horus. Yeah, I don't even need to look that one up. Egyptian and very high up in the hierarchy. And Freddy. Probably never going to use the up or anything. We'll get that one day. One day.
Dislight X Hertz Radio.
There's a mission? Let's leave at once.
I'm at a gross woman, really.
Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Oh, for the case. Gotta get one of these. Gonna get that. That's closed until story mode. Little devils. Probably because they're all at the highest level.
arrow wasted.
This is the way of the warrior!
Hopefully, I can finally go to. That was sound like something. Candlelight, Chapter 4. Greywater. Freddy and his Shadow Decree members fled, and the safe house entrance in a panic. What happened? 1 hour before. A safe house? Is that some kind of secret stronghold? But what do we do if the Shadow Creek concept? Oh wait, I mistook Sashiko as speaking. Oops. It's more than just a secret stronghold. The Union builds their safe houses with particular principle in mind. The best defense is a good offense. So safe houses aren't just secret, they're also packed with tons of firepower. That feels strong for a little rabbit child to say. It'll be a little fortress. Even if the Shadow Decree finds us, we'll be able to spend them all for a long time. Mr. Drew already gave us the key, so let's get over there fast. Christ, they hold up in there and shooting at us. The safe house is equipped to defend itself. So they must be holding out for reinforcements. Counselor, can you arrange for the safe house defenses to be disabled? I can't. The safe house defenses can only be controlled from inside the safe house. But that shouldn't be a problem. After Nessadora arrives, she'll be able to organize an effective attack quickly. If they want to make a deal with Tricky, they'll have to leave the safe house. Keep them surrounded. Focus your firepower. Don't let them leave any room to breathe, and don't give them a chance to leave. For them to hold out, they'll need reinforcements. But no support will arrive from the Union this time, and their safe house will be nothing more than a burial ground. Nessadora, tenacious as cornered beast. Keep placing assets. They've got a limited supply of ammo in the safe house, but we've got plenty of assets. How long can they hold out? The war of gunfire mixed with howling boom of Miramon, creating one crucial puzzle after another. Wait. The muzzle flash from Nexon Crystal equipped weapons flickered like candles in the night. With that candlelight ushered in the dawn.
You're listening to Dislight Experts Radio.
Dislight Experts Radio.
And I had to equip him. Yay. Admission ticket, chapter 4. 3 days later. You're back, President Shiki. Looks like Punk couldn't escape the Shadow Decree then. What a shame. A shame. I'd say it's a bit too early to make that call. In the morning light, a strange silhouette stepped into the Hunter's Guild. Pulling off his clothes, he revealed himself to be none other than Salty. You meet at last, Mr. Tricky. Ooh, what fun I see. So at the safe house, Sachiko's all alone there. That's right. I had Sachiko tell the union that we hide in the safe house away together. The Shadow Decree spy intercepted that message. Okay, the plot's actually kind of clever. I like it. So the Shadow Decree deployed at all. So the Shadow Decree deployed at all their forces to surround the safe house. You stayed outside, didn't you? Exactly. Perhaps the Shadow Decree relies too heavily on their spies. Splendid. Bravo. It's been quite a while since I've seen the Shadow Decree be handed one loss after another. However, to have a seat at the bargaining table, a test of strength is required. Cunning is not enough. Sachiko's not with you right now, but I can lend you some of mine. I know you have the power to boost the combat strength of Vespers, so now's the time to show me what you're made of. Oh dear.
Quake before the dragon.
Well, that's
What do you
actually
think
kind
of
of funny.
this?
Alright. Just gotta get through this so I can actually just start stuff, I guess. Alright, just gonna reach to chapter 5 then. Or finish chapter 5. Whichever one I feel like. I really do like this soundtrack. Great honor. It appears that your strength merits a seat at the bargaining table. Now let's get down to business. Regarding the whereabouts of Mr. Yamato.
That was quick.
Alright, miracle. New feature, ritual miracle. The miracle is up in the challenge. Go acquire equipment to boost your power. Which I will need to do because of how this game works. Need to do proper setup. Okay, difficult one. And we do the recommended. Hey. Sandra goes first. Cute.
No cocktail. Give us the lost ring.
What do you think of this?
Warning, and get ready for the battle of...
And there goes the big boss.
Watch out!
Yeah, let's do the next slow. And let it go.
Warning, and get ready for the battle. Uploading the battle data.
Perhaps a decent puppet.
I'm going to get a lot more equipment now. This way I can actually keep up with the game. Gotta get up to 516 to go past level 2. That's alright. But of course it is done. I get that, and that is.
There's a mission? Let's leave at once.
Alright, that of course is finished, I guess.
You're listening to Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Dislight Excerpts Radio.
Dislight X Hertz Radio. Dislight. Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Dislight Excerpts Radio.
You're listening to Dislight.
To the get to the heal. A few more of these. Down really will do it.
Through storms that. Dislight X Hertz.
Probably do.
This is the way of the warrior.
Listen to your conductor.
What do you think of this? This is the way of the warrior.
Alright. Extraction Chapter 4. Greywater Insiders, the Hunter Guild. Alright. So let's go. What about the safe house? Everything's fine. Just But if Sasha leaks it to them, I won't be able to tell at all. I should keep it secret for now. Okay.
It's finally quiet.
What can you do?
What do you think of this?
I'll have to look at the backstories after that. But I am starting to get a little bit mentally exhausted. And I needed some water for my throat. So after I finish chapter 4, I'll stop stream and then I'll come back after something of a
This
lunch
is the
break.
way of the warrior.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Listen to your conductor.
Watch out!
Alright. Now then, trust is no more valuable than gold. Trust is more valuable than gold. True. As a businessman, I value trust more than you would know. After all, people have done business since before the invention of coins. Coins came later, a footnote in history compared to the value of trust. What are you getting at? Mr. Yamato is a dear friend of mine. To violate his trust and trade you for his whereabouts, that would be difficult for me. Just like betraying your friend Sachiko would be difficult for you. Wait, I didn't read that right. Oh well. Why would he make this comparison with Sachiko? A hot cloud of irritation steamed up in my mind. If you're trying to drive up the price, just say so. Don't insult the trust between me and Sachiko. Whatever so-called trust there is between you and Yamato, it's nothing more than the bond between... It's nothing like the bond between me and Sachiko. My apologies. It's just my habit as a businessman. I didn't mean to offend. Let's get back to the deal itself then. I want you to give me a copy of the data from the Shadow Degree Lab. Give me that data, and I'll tell you where Mr. Yamato is. It's that simple. Tricky. Could you get anyone to do that for you? Of course I could. Of course I could. Of course I could. But I want you to do it. I see. I'll need to think about it. Sure. Give it some thought. And as the show of good faith, I'll give you some intel for free. Do you know how many cases of Nexus crystal ammo the Union normally stocks in their safe houses? A sense of foreboding welled up in my mind. They usually stock 20 cases. That's plenty for most situations. But it's quite inadequate to fend off this kind of a focused, sustained offensive against the Shadow Degree. Take a guess how long until your little Sachiko runs out of ammo. Impossible. I checked with Sachiko on my communicator before I came here. There should be plenty of ammo. My heart was beating out of my chest in panic. I dialed Sachiko. The ear-piercing sound of welding nearly drowned out Sachiko's speech. Sachiko, what's the situation over there? Everything's fine. Why is your voice so weak? What happened? Are you out of ammo? Everything's fine. Enough with the noise. Are you welding? Oh, there or something? Is the safe house holding up? Why didn't you tell the Union I wasn't in there like we planned? Everything's fine. I'd always thought that regret was the most useless feeling a person could ever have. That lowly emotion was no match for proud rationality. But in that moment, a tidal wave of regret surged up within me and almost take me under. If I'd let my guard down a little more, if I'd just come clean with Sachiko about everything, and things wouldn't have come to this. I should have known that Sachiko was just an innocent girl. She wanted only to protect me. I ended the call. Tricky just grinned at me. The bastard knew everything all along, but only told me at the last moment. I'm done thinking about it, Tricky. I'll answer you now. In exchange, I want you to help me with something. And I want you to do it right now. We pumped that gas in through the vent for so long, but they're still not coming out. The door's too thick, and it jammed the cutter. We're fixing it, but it'll be another hour before we can use the cutter again. How big of a hole can you cut so far? How big of a hole have you cut so far? About 3 by 4 centimeters. That's enough. Go get the flamethrower. She's crazy. The communicator suddenly ran. Miss Sensadora, I've got some news for you. I've got my hands full at the moment, President Tricky. You won't want to hear this, I promise. I've just chat with the guy wearing a headset. You know who I mean, I'm sure. Yes, and after our chat, he hurried into my convoy and drove off. The Hunter Girls convoy zoomed out of Greywater, scattering in all directions. Why are you working with them? You know what happens when people go against the Shadow Degree. I do, but maybe you guys should cut to the chase. Curses, Salty has played us. Check the surveillance for the Hunter Guild's convoy now and get those trucks.
Listen to your conductor.
Yeah, I definitely need to get some water and also something to eat. Everything's going on in the match. After I finish chapter 14, chapter 4,
Listen to your
I'll
conductor.
have to actually get something to sleep. Something to drink. My throat is parched.
This is the way of the warrior!
What can you do?
Alright. Let's just write this up to get to the next chapter.
Listen to your conductor.
This is the way of the warrior!
Alright. Yeah.
This is the way of the warrior!
Okay, boss battle. Fated to meet chapter 4. Creak, creak, creak. I couldn't tell if that was the sound of my bones breaking, or the sound of the damage and groaning under the pressure. But I didn't care anyway. I was even thankful for my half-monster body. After all, that's what gave me the power to pull open the warp safe house door without a second thought. That's right. I hadn't left Greywater. I jumped out of the convoy in a place that wasn't being monitored, then returned to the safe house. It was a completely irrational decision. But regret burned at me and prevented me from thinking at all. Raven, did you really see a future where me and Sachiko will be together? I'd never hoped for a strength more than in that hazy moment. If fate is really set in stone, then please just let me see Sachiko again. I beg you. The door came open and the greenish gas poured out like a waterfall. I rushed inside, stumbling, and embraced the little figure curled up in the corner of the room. I looked at her face apprehensively. Sachiko's eyelashes fluttered slightly, like a butterfly exhausted from breaking free of its cocoon. In a flash, your joy filled my heart. Oh, Salty. Is that you? I had a really long dream. It's floating. It floated far, far away. I was watching the world from a distance, watching you sleeping. And then I looked up to see you. Makes me really happy. You came to see me. Sachiko, please don't be so foolish ever again. No, again. That's hard. After all, I'm not so smart, huh? It's okay, right? Because Sachiko's smile as a wave of exhaustion swept through her body. We're about to see each other again, right? Thank you, Faye. This reunion was meant to be. Aww.
What do you think of this?
It's finally quiet.
Hip-hop, gonna get ya. Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
New chapter. Wait. It's nice. What happened here? Let's see. Ah, this one. Someone died. For what? Okay, let's try this one again. Let's see. And spread everything out. I'm gonna have to play this one again. Okay, I see what went wrong.
Music can heal a broken heart.
Yes, yes, yes. Alright, we're trying. Use that one instead. Let's spread it out. Alright, have to do this one, right? Use difference. Make sure everyone can heal. Take out that one. Same for her. And now it's that one.
Watch out!
And there we go. We started it. And got it.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Okay. Let's scout to see if there's anything I can do. The devices of this pod has been unlocked. Huh. Level of the ties break up there determines the synthesis level. Okay, use the shops as much as I could. Nothing down here. Huh. Activate the event. Q. Guess I'll have to try to see if I can get something from it. Oh no. Interesting. Oh. Dying guy. I guess. Okay, that's the shop. And, 6 days. I'll be able to do anything in 6 days? I feel like challenging myself. I'll do the eyes damage. Yeah, I think it's that maybe. It's a legendary. This number turns a lot. Maybe. Oh, that's just bad. Cool. Alright, I might be able to get that. Don't know if I'll get the Esper for it, but I might be able to get that. Okay, let's try this. She's level 1. It's actually...
There's a mission? Let's leave at once.
I've never played this before, but
Oh, time for some
I
French
remember
horn
hearing
practice.
Uvalde being paid.
They're in range.
Sachiko's fine.
An eagle wouldn't tolerate a grain of sand. Let me organize that afternoon tea. Wanna taste my claws?
The highest level, so let's... Let's see. That. This is 24-hour cooldown. That sucks. Anyway, let's do this. Let's see, good.
Dislight X Hertz Radio.
Dislight X Hertz Radio.
I wasn't given any keys to do it, even though everything is... Yeah, I can just look these I need to take time back to read these things without me home. Probably will die, but let's see. Oh, didn't even last one round.
You're listening to
X Hertz Radio.
I'll probably have to eventually spend cash. Yeah.
Do not worry. I am well aware of our enemy's movements.
Warning, and get ready for the battle of...
And got you.
This is the way of the warrior.
That.
What can you do?
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Dislike.
Maybe. Yeah.
This is not the time nor place for childish games. There's a mission? Let's leave at once. I won't stop as long as there's injustice in this world.
So I have to level up my entire squad, really.
An eagle wouldn't tolerate a grain of sand in its eye.
I'm going to become an actual hero.
Flowers in the snowfields are blooming. My family would have loved to see this.
Level up to the side. Now this first can go past level 24.
There's a mission?
Hey.
Let's leave at once. I won't stop as...
Want to hear a story? It's pretty good.
Dislike Excerpts Radio.
Yeah, how do I check that? Okay. Anyway, I do need a break, so
Dislike Excerpt
stop the
Radio.
stream for now. Bye. Okay.